Is Hernandez going to record a video today?
I'm back, 6th graders! Now, today what we're going to go over is dividing mixed numbers. That's a topic that we went over today in class. So if you're absent, copy the table of contents down. Remember, it's standard 6.1, math practice 4, and dividing mixed numbers. Now, I was very impressed with you guys when I threw in mixed numbers in the warm-up today. A lot of you guys were able to get the problems correct. So this might be more of a review for you guys. Okay, again, the essential question for today, hopefully by the end of this video, you can answer this question. How do you divide mixed numbers? Okay, that's what we're focusing on, mixed numbers. So let's go over the first example that we went over in class. 4 3/8 divided by 1 1/2. Copy that down. Okay? Remember, we don't like really working with mixed numbers. The strategy that I gave you was to, what was the strategy? Convert the mixed number into what?
Improper fractions.
Good! You deserve a chin. Into an improper fraction. So in order for you to do that is, remember, you get your denominator, multiply by the numerator, or I'm sorry, that's wrong. Mr. Hernandez, what's wrong with you? Denominator times the whole number, and then add that into the numerator. So 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35 over 8. Then we're going to divide it. Well, let me get a different color. Color code all of this goodness. Divide it. Multiply the denominator by the whole number. Add by the numerator. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. 3 over 2. Now, remember the strategy that I gave you in terms of division of fractions? Remember, let's go to a restaurant when we're dividing fractions. What was the restaurant that I told you that we're going to go for division of fractions?
KFC.
Good! You deserve a chin. Okay? So KFC, we're going to do KFC. So we're going to keep the first fraction the same. So it's going to be 35 over 8. That division is going to become multiplication. And then what do we do with the next fraction, 3 over 2?
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal. Remember, reciprocal, flippical. So 2/3. Okay? Now we look across. Can I reduce these? Nope. How about these? Heck yeah. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So then you just multiply it. 35 times 1 is 35. 4 times 3 is 12. This is an example of an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. We don't like improper fractions. So we need to convert that improper fraction into a mixed number. Remember that 35 is your numerator, goes in. 12 is your denominator, goes out. So 12 divided by 12 goes into 35 2 times. Okay? 2 times 12 is 24. Subtract, that's 11. So therefore, remember, these are your players. That one, and this one. That, remember the upside down C? 2 is your whole number, 11 is your numerator, and then 12 is your denominator. That's how you divide mixed numbers. Let's give you another example. I'm going to get my eraser. My trusty eraser. Okay. Let's copy that one down. Whoa, look at this beast. Look at this monster right here. What's the difference between this problem versus this one? If you said that this one is a whole number, you're correct. We're dividing by whole number. Remember, if you're working with fractions, you need to make everything into a fraction. So in order for you to make the 15 into a fraction, you're going to put it over 1. Okay? Then you're going to put division. Okay? Divide. Change that mixed number into an improper fraction. You know the drill. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. So it's 13 over 2. Okay. The next set is, what restaurant are we going to go when we're dividing fractions?
KFC.
Good. KFC. So keep the first fraction, flip the division into multiplication, and then reciprocal, flippical. So it becomes 2 13ths. Okay. Look across. Could you simplify these? You can't. What about these two? You can't either. So then we have to do it the long way. Numerator times numerator, 15 times 2 is 30. 1 times 13, denominator times denominator, is 13. So now, that's an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what you need to do now is turn that into a mixed number. So the numerator goes in, denominator goes out. So 13 goes into 30, I believe, 2 times. 2 times 13 is 26. That's 4. Okay? These right here are your major players. Remember the upside down C? Goes like that. So therefore, this improper fraction will become 2 and 4 thirteenths. And that's it. That's how you divide mixed numbers. And if I throw a whole number, that's how you do it as well. So let me give you guys these problems right here. You try them by yourself. These two, ignore this one right here. Try these two. Pause the video, see what you get. And then play it again once you get the answer. So, I'm going to quickly go over these very quickly. So, I have to convert all of these mixed numbers into improper fractions. So, 3 times 9 is 27 plus 1 is 28 over 3. Divided by, well, 9 times 1 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14 over 9. Then we go KFC method. KFC. Let me write it right here. Keep the first one. Change it to multiplication. Reciprocal the second one. Okay? Beautiful. You have big numbers, but the best part about this problem is you could reduce. You could cross cancel quickly. What number goes into 24, 28 and 14? If you said 2, you're correct, but there's a higher number. It's actually 14. 14 divided by 14 is 1. 14 divided by 28 divided by 14, I'm sorry, is 2. Look across, what number goes into 3 and 9? 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Look. This monster has been reduced down to small numbers, okay? Now we multiply numerator times numerator. 2 times 3 is 6. Denominator times denominator. 1 times 1 is 1. So the answer is 6 over 1, which honestly is just 6. Can you believe that? This beast, this monster, became a little tiny number, okay? Let's try that one very quickly. Uh-oh, 23. Don't worry, I won't give you something like this like on a test or something like that. Only for like extra credit or something. So let's quickly do that. Okay, 23 times 7, multiplication. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16. Oh, 161 plus 4 is 165 over 7. Divided by 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 1 is 22 over 7. Dear Jesus. Horrible numbers. I'm sorry. Okay, so what restaurant do we go when we're dividing fractions?
KFC.
Good. You deserve a chip. Okay, so then keep KFC. Keep flip change. So we're going to keep the first fraction. Horrible fraction. Change that division to multiplication. And then this reciprocal. 7 over 22. Okay, these 7s cancel out. Boom, boom. What number goes into 165 and 22? Dear Jesus, I have no idea. So I'm going to have to do it the long way. This becomes 1. 165 times 1 is 165. 1 times 22 is 22. That's an example of an improper fraction, so make it into a mixed. Ooh, numerator goes in, denominator goes out. How many times does 22 go into 165? Let me just go the long way. This is 44. This is another 44. This is another 44. So that's what? 6. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 6. That's 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12. That's 12, 13, 132. Let me see if it goes on for one more. Do another 22, 4. Oh, heck yeah, look at that. One more 22 will give you 154, which is close to 165. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 22s. So therefore this one's 7, and then 7 times 22 is 154. You see that? I used repeated addition in order to figure out how many times does 22 go into 165. 7 times 22 is 154. Subtract, that's a 1. 6 minus 5 is 1. That's 0. You don't have to put it. Here are your players. Boom, boom, boom. So then your final answer is 7, 11 over 22. Oh shoot, look at the answer. Can you keep on reducing this problem? Well, you can't do anything with the whole number, but is there another number that could go into this one right here. Which number goes into 11 and 22?
11.
11, good. So you divide by 11, divide by 11. So therefore this will reduce down to 11 divided by 11 is 1, 22 divided by 11 is 2. So your final answer is 7 and 1/2. Can you believe this? This beast became 7 and 1/2. Okay? That's how you divide mixed numbers, okay? Remember, convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions, and pretty much it's the same thing that we've been covering for the past 2 lessons. Cross cancel, reducing it, turning improper fractions into mixed numbers. Now, the hardest part is your multiplication tables. Make sure you know your multiplication tables for any quizzes and exams, because you know you're not going to be able to use your times tables chart for that. Hopefully you learned something today, or hopefully it was just review. If not, rewind the video, pause it, redo the problems, and just go over the problems again to just make sure you understand this, okay? And I'll see you on the next lesson.